Hey there, today I'm going to make a short recap about a wholesome cultural anime. If you like vanilla and romance, then you should watch this anime. If you don't know where to watch it, Google and Incognito are your best friends.
やっと出たわ。私よ私。久しぶり。元気にしてる？
The main character received a call from his auntie. She told him that she is going on a trip overseas with her husband during this summer holiday.
実は旦那と海外旅行に行くことになったんだけどね。うちの娘、葉月のこと覚えてる？あの子、私は留守番してるからいいよって言うのよ。気を使ってくれたんだろうけど、年頃の娘を一人にさせておくのも心配でしょ？
Her daughter, Hazuki, is not going with them since staying alone in her home is a canon event. Although she is a strong and independent woman in 2023, her mom is still very worried about her living alone in the countryside. Therefore, she requested him to look after Hazuki for the entire summer break. In addition, he will also receive some cash, so he can treat this as a part-time job. It seems like he has no choice but to accept it in the end. By the way, this anime is based on a game, so the main character does not have any voice line in this anime. He might not say any word, but his Excalibur will be doing all the work. So, I guess that is a reasonable decision by the anime studio. Well, moving on, when he arrived at her house, she opened the door and greets him.
こんにちは。久しぶり。
It is a tan girl, and most importantly, she has those huge countryside organic homegrown melons. In addition, she is not wearing any protective gear over it. Obviously, I cannot show it here because YouTube does not like it.
お昼ご飯まだでしょ？こっち。
Anyways, she invites him in to have lunch. When she is preparing lunch, he is using observation hacking on her, and he also found out that she is not wearing any lower protective gear too. Well, she is pretty low on her defense stat. I guess she is trying to max out her attack point. Luckily for her, it is working pretty well.
いただきます。なんでもない。やっぱり男の人はよく食べるね。
Anyhow, after they had their lunch, she wants to bring him to his room. When they are going up the stairs, the shape of her holy canal can be seen clearly. Despite that, he has no choice but to look at it. Trust me, he is definitely not doing this out of his own free will. When she turned around, he quickly looked at the wall to appreciate such magnificent details on that wall.
ここ。昔遊びに来てくれた時に使ってた部屋。だけど覚えてないよね。
Anyways, she is pretty defenseless around him, and she is using her organic homegrown melons to latch on him while telling him about the stuff in her house. In the evening, she is sleeping at the corridor outside the house. As usual, he is not staring at her out of his free will. In the meantime, she is actually not sleeping. It seems like she is doing this on purpose, and she wants his Excalibur to take control of his body. However, nothing really happened at that time. At nighttime, when he is going to his room, he heard some royalty-free audio coming from her room. Well, that is not the only thing that is coming in her room. As expected, her door is unlocked, and it is open too. So, he has no choice but to investigate the noise. When he is peeking through the gap, he found out that she is doing a solo Let's Play in there. After watching her gameplay for a while, his Excalibur has awakened from its slumber, and it is ready for battle. So, he immediately entered her room for some collab gameplay. I guess he wants to feel involved too. She is very surprised because he is coming into her room. Well, the room is not the only place that he will be coming into. Moving on, he immediately explored her dungeon using his raging Excalibur. As expected, she is fine with it, and she gave him the green light to start the dungeon exploration. I guess she really yearned to get her dungeon explored by him all this time, and receive some fresh organic protein shake. I mean, who wouldn't? He is exploring the crap out of the countryside dungeon like his life depends on it. As the saying goes, a protein shake is worth more than 1,000 words. Therefore, he did not say a single word during the dungeon exploration. After a while, he gave her a lot of legendary grade protein shake. On the next day, she is embarrassed due to the dungeon exploration last night. He also felt the same too. She suddenly gave him a kiss, and as usual, I cannot show it here because YouTube is scared of it.
嫌じゃないよ。 いいよ。
When she is preparing his breakfast, he wants to help her out by preparing her breakfast too. Therefore, he immediately 360 no-scope her from behind for some top 10 gaming moments. After that, they switch the battleground to the living room, and she is playing the game of the year, Real Life Piston Simulator 2023 on him. She has master prestige on that shit, and he gave her a lot of nutritious, tasty organic protein shake as her breakfast. You guys can do that in real life too, since I am preparing breakfast the same way to my editor. Well, moving on, as the saying goes, any time is protein time. So, they are doing some protein time when taking a bath together.
お風呂邪魔しちゃ悪いから、これなら一緒に入れるでしょ?
She even introduced fruit farming to him, and she managed to harvest a lot of pesticide-free fruity protein shake in the end. On the next day, when he wants to hang out with her, she told him that she is doing her summer break homework. As a result, she does not have any time now. However, there is always time for protein time, so she wants him to give her the protein time while she is doing her homework. Damn, these Asian studying methods are getting out of hand as always. When she is doing her homework, he is transferring more knowledge into her using his 200 IQ Excalibur. Well, she is not able to do any homework during that time, but it is understandable since she is receiving far more valuable knowledge from him. After that, he has succeeded in transferring a lot of valuable and precious knowledge into her. In the meantime, she can feel a lot of knowledge coming into her. For unknown reason, the knowledge is white in color. Moving on, the day after that, she is eating a popsicle at the corridor. Meanwhile, he is watching her eating that in 4K. At the same time, his Excalibur is already ready for battle. She noticed that and told him that she wants to try a new flavor. She even told him that she is going on a time attack mode.
それじゃあ、アイスが溶ける前に済ませちゃおうね。
She will finish this game before her popsicle melt. Damn, I have no idea how skilled is she at that time. Anyways, she starts to taste and clean it the eco-friendly way. She even has master prestige skill level on that shit, so he couldn't withstand her and gave her a lot of fresh organic protein shake. In the meantime, she has succeeded her time attack challenge, since her popsicle has not melted completely. Now, she can eat some protein-rich popsicle. By the way, you guys can follow her recipe too. After that, she is playing game in her room. She is trying to max out her agility, so she is not wearing any lower protective gear. She told him that she has no problem with it. In addition, she can cause status effect on him, and his Excalibur will be ready for battle.
したい？でもゲームしてるから。
Just like her theory, his Excalibur is indeed ready for battle, and he immediately explored the dungeon. She is playing game while having the protein time. Now, that is some next-level multitasking right there. She can play 2 games at the same time. After a while, he gave her a lot of fresh organic protein shake as usual.
もう一回しなくちゃね。
At this point, they are having the protein time almost every day.
おじさん、いつもお裾分けしてくれてありがとう。
ああ、いいのいいの。
On the next day, this guy came to her house to give her some fruits and vegetables. In the meantime, she is wearing her max agility armor as usual. However, she is hiding it behind the door while chatting with that guy. That guy asked him if her parents are at home. Well, don't worry guys, this anime is a wholesome one, so there is no NTR here. Anyways, the main character launched a surprise attack on her, since her defense stat is pretty low at that time. She is not Mr. Krabs, but she is definitely feeling it now. Meanwhile, that vegetable guy does not notice what is going on, and he keeps trying to talk to her. After a while, there is a flood coming from her holy canal, so she quickly excused herself and shut the door. After that, they go to the rooftop to continue the protein time. She is playing the real-life bouncing simulator 2023 with him out in the open because they want to be one with the nature. In the meantime, she can get some vitamin D2 from the sun, although she has been receiving some different vitamin D all this time. In the evening, they are even more adventurous, so they did the protein time outside her house. She knew that no one will come here at this time except them. Therefore, he can explore the dungeon without any care in the world.
一緒に寝てもいい？じゃあ、しよう？
At nighttime, more protein time occurred. Damn, I guess he is the protein man, since he has the stamina of a god, and he can use protein blast without any fatigue. In addition, he has no eyes too. Anyways, the summer break is over, and he has to return to his home. However, he knew that she needs more protein and vitamin D, so he managed to find a work nearby.
で仕事見つけて暮らすようになったんだって。あ、ほらほら入って。あの子も会いたがってたから。
おかえり。
This means that he will be staying at her house, and he can give her a lot of organic free-range protein shake all the time. I bet his auntie did not know that her daughter has been very healthy throughout the summer break. Well, that is the end of my recap for this wholesome, family-friendly cultural anime. This anime has 2 episodes only. By the way, unlike Piston Simulator 2023, you can actually buy this game on Steam. Of course, there is some part being taken out from the game, and you will have to go on an adventure yourself. These are the comments and feedback for this anime from a cultural website. So, what do you guys think about the plot and animation in this anime? Let me know in the comment section below after you watched it alone or with your families.